Okay, so next section, designating cartels and other organizations as foreign terrorist organizations and specially designated global terrorists. So I think a lot of people have kind of, this is kind of a sore subject for a lot of people that have had personal reasons why, they find that nobody's been doing anything about these cartels. Executive Orders, January 20th, 2025. Designating cartels and other organizations as foreign terrorist organizations and specially designated global terrorists. By the authority vested in me as President by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, including the Immigration and Nationality Act, INA. Oh, I was wondering what that was. 8 U.S.C. 1101, the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA, 50 U.S.C. 1701. It is hereby ordered. Section 1. Purpose. This order creates a process by which certain international cartels, the cartels, and other organizations will be designated as foreign terrorist organizations. Consistent with Section 219 of the INA, 8 U.S.C. 1189, or specially designated global terrorists, consistent with IEEPA and Executive Order 13224 of September 23, 2001, blocking property and prohibiting transactions with persons who commit, threaten to commit, or support terrorism. As amended. A. International cartels constitute a national security threat beyond that posed by traditional organized crime, with activities encompassing convergence between themselves and a range of extra-hemispheric actors, from designated foreign terror organizations to antagonistic foreign governments. Man, this is getting wordy, but I think they're really trying to crack down on this. Complex adaptive systems, characteristic of entities engaged in insurgency and asymmetric warfare. I don't even know what asymmetric warfare is. I don't even know what that means. Infiltration into foreign government across the Western Hemisphere. The cartels have engaged in a campaign of violence and terror throughout the Western Hemisphere that has not only destabilized countries with significant importance for our national interests, but also flooded the United States with deadly drugs, violent criminals, and vicious gangs. The cartels functionally control, through a campaign of assassination, terror, rape, and brute force, nearly all illegal traffic across the southern border of the United States. Wow. That's crazy. In certain portions of Mexico, they function as quasi-governmental entities controlling nearly all aspects of society. The cartel's activities threaten the safety of the American people, the scrutiny of the United States, and the stability of the international order in the Western Hemisphere. Their activities, proximity to, and incursions into the physical territory of the United States pose an unacceptable national security risk to the United States. Other transnational organizations such as Tren de Aragua and La Mara Salvatrucha pose similar threats to the United States. Their campaigns of violence and terror in the United States and internationally are extraordinarily violent, vicious, and similarly threaten the stability of the international order in the Western Hemisphere. C. The cartels and other transnational organizations such as TDA and MS-13 operate both within and outside the United States. They present an unusual and extraordinary threat to the national security, foreign policy, and economy of the United States. I hereby declare a national emergency under IEEPA to deal with those threats. Section 2. Policy. It is the policy of the United States to ensure the total elimination of these organizations' presence in the United States and their ability to threaten the territory, safety, and security of the United States through their extraterritorial command and control structures, thereby protecting the American people and the territorial integrity of the United States. Section 3. Implementation. Within 14 days of the date of this order, the Secretary of State shall take all appropriate action in consultation with the Secretary of the Treasury and the Attorney General, the Secretary of Homeland Security, and the Director of National Intelligence to make a recommendation regarding the designation of any cartel or other organization described in Section 1 of this order as a foreign terrorist organization consistent with 8 U.S.C. 1189, and or a specially designated global terrorist consistent with 50 U.S.C. 1702 and Executive Order 13224. B. Within 14 days of the date of this order, the Attorney General and the Secretary of Homeland Security shall take appropriate action in consultation with the Secretary of State to make operational preparations regarding the implementation of any decision I make to invoke the Alien Enemies Act, 50 U.S.C. 21, in relation to the existence of any qualifying invasion or predatory incursion against the territory of the United States by a qualifying actor, and to prepare such facilities as necessary to expedite the removal of those who may be designated under this order. Section 4. General Provisions. Nothing in this order shall be construed to impair or otherwise affect the authority granted by law to an executive department or agency or the head thereof. Or the OMB. Its order is not intended to waive anybody's rights. The White House. That's that one right there. Designating cartels and other foreign terrorist organizations. They really want to crack down on